Good afternoon, Coolest Coast. It's time for Coffee on the Coast. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Coffee on the Coast. I'm your host today, Tina Prigge, welcoming back to the show Barb Bundy-Jost, Jordan Kabat, and Tim Gadzinski to talk about the Evergleams. Hi, everybody. You're making me feel so Christmassy.
Well, it's time.
Awesome. And
Great.
hello. And
Hello.
happy Thanksgiving before we jump right to Christmas.
It's all part of that good feels, though, don't you think? Like this kind of kicks off just this whole month of good feels.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, for me, honestly, it all starts with the Evergleams. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's because I really despised how early daylight savings came this year.
Oh.
And I was just waiting the entire month of November for the Evergleams to arrive at the library because it is so much nicer now when it gets dark at 4:45, when it's midnight dark. And now the trees are here and they're gorgeous. If I may, I believe they're the best exhibit of the Evergleams at the library and the Enchanted Evergleams that we've ever had.
So what makes it different? How is this installation different than previous years?
Well, number one, I think Fran's learned how to clean the trees. She's developed a system. Yeah. So she spent hours and hours cleaning them, shining them up. And I think she's beefed up the forest a little bit. I think she's added trees.
Ooh, more trees.
I think we have over 40 trees there.
She wanted to get she wanted to get to 50 this year because it's the 10-year anniversary of Evergleams on 8th. So she wanted to get to 50 trees this year. Normally she brings in around 36, 38. Yeah. And so she really pushed the number high. She didn't quite make it to 50 yet. She's still planning on bringing a few more trees in the next week. So so there are more trees. Like as Barb said, she did do a hell of a lot of work cleaning them. So every tree that's on display in that forest is super sparkly and really catches the light this year, so that it's just looking really fabulous.
Yes.
Awesome. What trees are you excited about? I know one year, a couple of years ago, like there was a new tree that was one of the largest that you were so excited you had found. Tell us about the collection this year.
Well, I think it's all so bright and shiny, and when you see one, it's wonderful, but when you see a forest, it's pretty darn spectacular. So I don't know, I'm always partial to the blue frost and the pink ones, so I do like that. And then when there's a good peacock tree in a tree turner whipping around, and I think my head went like this a couple of times this week because I got in the way when we were putting things together. But
I thought you just meant randomly.
Well, that happens too, but usually I was whacked in the head. I know Jordan saved me several times. He's like, down.
So Tim, really gets you in the Christmas spirit, you said, seeing that whole forest illuminated at the library. Yeah.
Right.
So it's available now? People can come in and see?
It's done. It's all lit. Everything's ready to go. You can go in and look at it now.
And I'm still partial to the 14-footer. I mean, it just sets the tone so well. But the whole display is just fantastic this year. There are introductory panels right when you come into the lobby, along with a 7-foot tree that tells you about the whole process. And then the living room photo op area that Jordan and Barb set up downstairs. Jordan put a color wheel on the tree down there this year, and that just puts you in the mood right away. Then upstairs, there are 2 great spots with some Miro aluminum cookware, toy cookware that's on display in one area, and then a different area with a less successful evergreen tree, but it still looks phenomenal. I mean, these two and their minions and their helpers.
Like, we have a lot of help.
I shouldn't say minions. I mean, like Fran and Kathy, Carl, and Steve, and
Linda and Carl.
Everyone that helps.
They're good, hardworking people. We've pushed it this year. We've got the Shooty building illuminated. We've got 40 businesses on the map. It's been a busy holiday season, but I'm glad it kicked off. And I know last night Jordan and I we did a little happy dance when the last light was lit.
So it was last night that you guys finished it.
Yep.
Yeah, which is ahead of schedule for us. Normally we're still at it today. Right up to the parade. We're trying to finish everything off, but we actually were in pretty good shape this year. We got done last night. So
Yeah,
When
you
did you
finished
have
around
to start? Like, when did you start
5:45.
this process?
November
Um,
10th. I think we
we
started
we
November
start
10th.
so
Yeah.
we always say there's a setup week, and the setup week is the week before Thanksgiving, and then we usually do start several days before that. So really it's about 2 weeks that it takes for us to put everything up, get everything lit, get the
Wow.
library display set up, and coordinate all of the different moving parts. Scheduling with Fran to get Fran into the library and get all of her trees set up, in addition to scheduling with the different businesses, because some of them aren't open all the time, or they want to have their tree or trees up because they're having an open house the next night, or what have you. So you're trying to do this dance and orchestrate this huge monster of an event. It's not just displays. It's really an event. So
I just want to say thank you to you guys for all of the efforts that you put into it, because it is remarkably beautiful, right? Like Tim was saying, that feeling of Christmas, it's just so beautiful and unique too. I love driving through downtown in this season and visiting the library. It's so special. You guys, huge kudos to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
well,
You know,
If you see these two or any of their helpers, give them an attaboy, because they did a phenomenal job this year. And seriously, just hop in your car, start at Lilith's Locks. Thank you, very
On
well
South 10th?
pronunciated. Lilith's Locks, and go all the way to Ivy Trails. And there's just a remarkable storefront displays all the way. And what I love the most about what these guys do is they really set a tone. There's an atmosphere and a setting in every window, and everyone should pay. I mean, not to nerd out too much about it, but I mean, there really is a vibe that comes off of every window that's very unique. And the library is, essentially, I think of it as the crown jewel of the whole thing, but I might be a little biased. But I mean, but it does help having nearly 50 trees all in one place. I mean, it's fantastic.
It's like a special celebration that only our community can do for our community, right? Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't hit the same to have this displayed somewhere else, right? The fact that these were manufactured here, it's such a beautiful tie-in. It's the good feels.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's everything. It's history, it's manufacturing, it's kitsch, it's pop culture, all crashing together on A Street, with the biggest crater being at the library. If I may use the word crater, I'll just use language creatively today. But yeah, no, it's so great to have it up, and getting it up on, as early, and really the weather cooperated. I think there was like one bad weather day when you guys were setting up, by and large.
But every day we hauled a tree, it was beautiful out. I mean, we were
we were really lucky.
We didn't
But
have
I had my Austin Healy out the whole time we were setting up. So I mean, that says something. If there's no snow and no salt on the ground, I'm still driving my convertible around.
Yeah.
We had good weather.
Yeah.
So you're saying a target of 50 trees at the library. All told, how many trees would you estimate are on display?
I have an exact count. So if Fran does hit 50 next week, we will have 165 trees on display.
Wow.
It's got to be the biggest display around.
It's gotta be.
I just realized
I don't know.
none of us
could top it.
None of us have a tree in our backgrounds for this episode, except you, Tim, and I'm pretty sure that is not an Evergleam, right?
No.
To my knowledge, it is not. I mean, these two are the experts. I technically believe that's Emily's tree. Emily hauled it in here. I just brought the alpaca. You know my motto: have alpaca, will travel.
Okay, so tell us about Sparkle then, because this is an in-person, also live on Facebook opportunity to learn more about the history and what's going on with the Evergleams.
Okay, well, that's where we get an audience. I think on the 4th is when we have our live Sparkle, and people are invited to come and listen to the history of the Evergleam tree, and we talk about how it all started. We talk about the different styles of the tree. We invite people to ask questions. Many times people bring in their own little treasure and have us look at it. So it's a fun time to celebrate what happened in Manitowoc in 1959 and continued until 1970. Then we talk a little bit about how it all got started in 2015 with Steve Sear, and really blame it on Steve. And he found Kathy, and here we are 10 years later making the town sparkle. So Jordan and I, we just get up and start talking.
Yeah. We have a spiel.
Yeah.
And they're dressed to the nines too.
Yes. Yeah, it's fun.
Is there a Q&A component too? If people have questions,
Sure.
Is it kind of conversational?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty much throughout, really, right? There's no formal you guys talking until completion and then Q&A starts. People are asking questions throughout typically.
Sure. Yeah.
The one thing that should be mentioned though is that seating is not abundant. There's abundant standing room, but there's only about 40, 50 seats set up. And so if you want a seat, get there early. If you don't mind standing, because it's wonderfully interesting, and you can watch from the mezzanine balcony as well, because they're mic'd up. So it's easy enough to hear. And if you want to ask a question from the mezzanine, just shout it out.
Nice.
We have great acoustics in the library.
Yeah.
They'll be able to hear you.
Hey, speaking of seating, I know you said that there's a little, like a living room sort of set up. Do
Sure.
people like to come there and do they take photos, like a family Christmas photo or things like that? Is that kind of the perfect spot?
Yep,
Yeah.
That's the whole idea with that little area. It's a photo op spot.
That was
And a
happening
lot of-
this morning. Somebody was sitting and having their picture taken. All kinds of cameras were out. And, I tell people, dress up. If you want to go back in time with a fun frock, a little suit, sit down, take your picture and put it on a greeting card and send it to the family. So we've always tried to make a special spot for people to do that.
Yeah, and a lot of people do take advantage of that.
Sure.
And that's any time that the library is open. It's not just during the Sparkle presentation, right?
Nope.
Right.
Right now, you could come here at 2:18 travel time with the weather being a little off. As long as you're here, as long as you're here tonight, what day is it? What day of the week? It's Wednesday. As long as you're here by 7:50, you could get your picture in the photo op area. But
Tim, there's a holiday tomorrow. Are there holiday hours we should know about at the library?
Well, we're closed on Thanksgiving, and then we're closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Okay.
So those are the days we're closed. Oh, and the morning of the 26th. This was just approved. That's why it's not right. The day after Christmas, the board just agreed to a morning off for library staff as a reward for all our hard work.
Wonderful.
Our director, Karen Adams, proposed that
Nice.
to the board, and they accepted. And so it's a very unexpected, nice little Christmas present that the library will not be opening until 1 on the 26th.
Awesome. So Evergleams, so they are going to be on display through January 4th. So like Tim, you were mentioning, tonight's the holiday parade, a great chance to see them on display as they open tonight. And then during all regular library business hours.
Correct. Yeah, and tonight is an excellent night. I mean, if you want to test the waters for how windy it's going to be in the holiday parade, come to the library first, check out the trees and the other various areas in the library, upstairs, downstairs. And then if you don't want to brave the elements, you can just hang out amidst the sparkle. And heck, that's worth it. It's worthwhile, I'll tell you that much.
Jordan, you mentioned your Aston Martin that you were driving with. If you were going to drive it along the Evergleams on 8th route, so Tim mentioned starting like at Lilith's Locks and going all the way up to Ivy Trails, what does that route look like? Like, where are you turning?
Oh, actually, it's funny you asked that because Barb and I will normally do some kind of a drive-through because we have to figure out our trolley route every year, because every year it's different. We have different businesses that participate every year, and we have to, we try our absolute hardest to see every single one of them. And we usually do not miss anyone. So it is a little weird because you have to make sure you get along J Street and see there's Apple Clinic down there just past the Shooty building. You also have to go down Franklin Street to see the tree in Advantage Driving School. So there's a little loop that you have to do to kind of come around and maybe go back to 10th Street and then go up 8th. And you also have to see there are a few trees on Buffalo. Buffalo is the street where Waves Yoga Studio and Blackheart Books is. They both have trees. Who else is on
Maritime Museum is
Maritime Museum is off on the side street on Maritime Drive.
Our West has a few, but those we hit on the way back.
Those you'll see if you go all the way up to Ivy Trails and come back. So yeah, you just kind of have to do that little loop down on the south side and then maybe a loop around, if you do Buffalo, come back on Maritime and then go back up 8th Street.
I like what you said, that come back, right? So drive one way and then it's a different experience when you drive back the other way. Very cool.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's worth it going all the way to Ivy Trails. Ivy Trails looks fantastic.
And we have 1 hour to do it because the trolley tours on the 13th are at 5, 6, and 7. So we have an hour.
Okay, trolley tours are on December 13th?
Yes.
How
do people participate in that?
Evergleams.org.
Purchase tickets at our website, evergleams.org, and you can select your time there. None of the trolley tours are sold out yet. They will probably sell out soon, though, so if you are thinking about getting a ticket, you should get on that now. I am doing walking tours this year. Sometimes Barb comes with me on those. Those are all of the Friday nights, except for this Friday. I don't think I'm doing them, but tickets for those walking tours are also available on our website. And I'm also doing private walking tours this year for groups of up to 6 people. And those, you can tailor your own route. So if you want to go a different way than what the standard walking tour is, you have 90 minutes with me instead of just an hour. So they're a little more expensive at $25 a person, but if you're not flexible with your scheduling, can't make it on a Friday, it might be a good option for you.
Very cool.
And 90 minutes with Jordan is never enough. It's going to be over and you're going to be wanting more. So it's worth.
Listen, $25 for 90 minutes with me is cheap.
That is cheap. That is a bargain rate.
And it's worth
That's family and friends rate right there. That's what that is. But also, what I would recommend, just so you know the route, either go to evergleams.org. They have the map of where all the trees are there, or you can pick a map up at the library or anywhere else that has a display.
Right.
Nice.
So, pick up a map, and that way you're sure to not miss anything.
Awesome. Before we have to wrap up, Barb, Jordan, can you tell viewers about Maki?
Manitowoc Aluminum Kitschmas Incorporated was developed as a 501c3, a nonprofit. How many years ago, Jordan? 4? 5? During COVID.
2021 we incorporated.
All right.
4 years.
4 years. And it is developed because we have a vision for celebrating the history of Manitowoc's manufacturing, especially those things of aluminum, starting with aluminum. We would like to see a museum of sorts. And this year we thought, it's really hard to raise money during this time. And maybe what we have to do is think about an achievable goal. So we went shopping a few weeks ago. We took a little trip up to Door County and looked at an Airstream. We thought a mobile museum, an Airstream would be so cool.
A big, kitschy, silver, retro museum wagon.
And way to think outside of the box. Rather than people having to come to a certain location, you can go.
We can take Manitowoc on the road.
And it's an achievable goal. I mean,
right.
I don't think we'll need millions for that, but Jordan will attest to the fact, because Jordan is such a very, very talented young man. He can do just about anything, but he got down on the ground and looked underneath that thing. I mean, it was almost gutted. So that would be an advantage, but it needed more work than what we could accomplish as, the small team of people we have. It's easier for us to go around and put up 160 plus trees, but to resurrect something from the very, very, very pinnacle of where it was.
Yeah.
But
Oh, but
still,
it's cool to know that you're even thinking that way,
Yeah.
that you've got those
Yeah.
dreams. If you can dream it, it can happen, right?
right. And I
Yeah.
just thought that was a fun idea. I don't know how we were looking something else up on Carl Saraki's phone, and oh, look at this Evergleam or this Airstream. We thought,
What if we had a mobile museum?
Very cool.
We also didn't mention Carl as being one of your elves. That was very helpful in setting everything up.
Yep.
I don't know how we forgot Carl.
Well, and he's our historian. He has written
Oh yeah.
a little synopsis, a little timeline of the aluminum companies in Manitowoc. It is a nice exhibition this year. I think one of the things about a library is it runs in tandem with education. And when you walk in and you see those boards, it tells you how to take care of your aluminum tree, things you should do and things you shouldn't do. And that tree that's illuminated behind the boards just starts off a journey of appreciation, I think. And we really want people to know the history and embrace it, because I don't think everybody knows what happened here.
Well, and to understand how cool we are, right?
Right.
Like as a community, it just shows we are cool here.
Yeah.
We sure are on the coolest
We're
coast.
cool on the coolest coast.
I mean,
right?
it almost should be like, I don't know, a tourism group in the area. It should almost be called the coolest coast. I mean, I'm just spitballing.
Enchanted Evergleams at Manitowoc Public Library start on display tonight, November 26th. Runs through January 4th. You don't want to miss it, along with the Evergleams that are decorating all up and down downtown Manitowoc. I think it's fantastic. And then take in the history and learn a little bit more. Sparkle in person and live on Facebook, Thursday, December 4th, Thursday, December 18th. It is so cool.
And on the 18th, we hope to take you to collectors' places around the country remotely. So we hope to get people you're going to get to see the tree in other people's environments. But the coolest thing, and you were instrumental in teaching me how to use the online format to set up and do the original Sparkle. That's one of the things that came out of the pandemic that was great, because that's where the 14-foot tree came from. Two sisters in Kansas watching the show, and they contacted me the next day, and I thought they were lying. And Barb initially thought they were lying too about this.
I never heard of such a thing. And it wasn't, special order trees, Jordan. They're always straight needle trees.
Yeah.
Right.
This one was not.
This one is not. This is a very peculiar special order tree. It's really one of a kind.
Right.
And that one's at the Manitowoc Public Library on display?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's the first big tree you see when you come into the main library.
Well, 14 feet of it.
14 feet of tree. And, and I gave them Barb's number. I'm like, I'm going to let Barb deal with this problem. And lo and behold, it was magnificent. And about a year later, they drove it up to the library in the back of a Prius.
Yes.
Amazing.
So you never know what's going to happen at Virtual Sparkle. And
all right,
there's
viewers.
A lot of participation. So
I
think we got everything in.
Yeah. Check this out. Have so much fun. It will put you in the Christmas spirit. I think even, every year I've seen it, and I'm just happy every time I see it again. So you can't see it too many times. That's what I'm going to say.
Agreed.
My guests today, Barb Bundy-Jost, Jordan Kabat, Tim Gadzinski. I'm your host, Tina Prigge, joined by these little elves, my nephews, Anthony and Charlie. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thanks for watching Coffee on the Coast. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Tina. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Tina. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.